Hello, YouTubers. Ryan here. Please pardon the vertical uh, orientation of this video. I'm doing a screen recording, and I figured this as a follow up to a video I just did yesterday about a moron who wants to sue his parents for giving birth to him. And apparently, the guy's apparently, if you don't know it, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. I'll put the link in the description if you want to. There's a well, actually, it's right the video after this, so you can go on my video list. It'll be right under this video. Apparently, he's an antinatalist. Apparently, there is such a thing as antinatalism, which is just another proposed belief by groups of stupid people. They believe that it is unethical and it's somehow wrong to reproduce, and that we don't have any right to reproduce, and that so on and so forth. And this guy, I guess his channel's name is Lucio, says yes, it's called antinatalism. Present a counter argument or shut the fuck up. The whole point is you can't get consent, which is an ethical problem. You keep saying it's stupid and that's it. Ad hominems, that's all you fuckers have. You propose suicide, yet it's not that easy to do, and it doesn't cancel the suffering the person went through before dying. Provides selfless reason to reproduce. I challenge you. And of course, I made this response. I said, so basically, window-licking morons like you are suggesting that we should stop reproducing and creating more humans because it's unethical, and it's wrong because it's impossible for someone to give their parents consent to conceive them and give them life. Do you realize how stupid that sounds? Animals don't seem to have this issue of needing consent because they don't fucking have to. Naturally, they will make and produce baby animals that will grow up and live their lives because it's part of their nature. It's natural for us humans to reproduce as well. God designed us to be fruitful and multiply. But liberal morons like you would rather have humankind just stop breeding and die out because we can't get permission from people who don't even fucking exist yet to give birth to them. And this window-licking retard says, first of all, we are animals. But maybe he'll just deny this, as many religious people do. No, dumbass. I'm not going to deny that us humans are animals. Of course we're animals. We belong in the animal kingdom. And in fact, if anyone wants to dispute that, saying we're not animals, let me bring it up. Here, let's look up on Wikipedia. And I know you might say, well, Wikipedia isn't exactly a valid source because it's shut the fuck up. Obviously, someone obviously who put this together, or group of people who put this together, obviously know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, here's the thing about humans, Homo sapiens. Let's look down at the kingdom. Oh, Animalia Kingdom, meaning animal kingdom. What does that include? Well, that's the animal kingdom. That's what it's commonly known. That basically includes dogs, cats, birds, rhinos, hippopotamuses, almost every fucking animal, living thing on this planet that is not a fungi, not a fungus, or a plant. Yes, like these are some good examples of animals. And yes, us humans, we are animals. So of course I'm not going to deny that we're animals. Of course, it wouldn't make any sense to deny that. He says, second, other animals are more ignorant. I don't think their reproduction is ethically acceptable either. When the fuck has animals needed to worry about ethics? When the fuck did God actually give animals, the ability to process ethics? No, because he didn't have to. Animals do their shit. It's not because, they don't have to worry about ethics because it's not in they weren't programmed to. God didn't program other animals to have ethics. Do you think a lion who's going to hunt down a zebra, kill a zebra and eat the damn zebra, or hunt down an antelope and kill a damn antelope, or any other forms of prey, do you think they're gonna stop and think, I'm about to take this zebra's life? This zebra is innocent. He's done nothing wrong to me. Why should I kill this poor innocent zebra and eat its meat to survive? This is wrong. No. Of course, lions don't think that because it's not present, because they don't have to worry about ethics. Again, like I said, they aren't programmed to. They do their job. They do what they're programmed to do. Okay? They do what they're born to do. They hunt down zebra and eat them. Again, it's food. And do you think animals think twice about reproduction? Do you think a bird or a lion or even bugs, even bugs freaking reproduce. Do you think that in their brains they think it's ethically wrong to reproduce? What kind of fucking stupid argument is that? That you don't think that the reproduction of other animals is ethically acceptable either. So what? You think it's just ethical just for all the animals to stop breeding and die out? Fucking idiot. The whole argument, he continues, the whole argument is based on the nature of sentience and how it functions. And of course, he quotes me saying, naturally, the main produced by animals that grow up and live their lives because part of nature. He said, you never heard of our strategist animals in ecology, huh? Look up the survival odds for the average newborn octopus, sea turtle, fish, bird, rat, lion. Most of the biosphere is fucking meat grinder, even without humans intervening in it. It's called nature, you fucking retard. Of course, some baby animals might not survive. Of course, there's some animals that do get hunted down in the wild. It's called nature. Survival of the fittest. That's how it works. That's how it's been designed. There's nothing wrong with it. You can't stop it. You can't protest it. That's how it is. That's how nature is. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Some baby animals might not survive. Okay. They might not because maybe they're weaker than other baby animals. And the ones that do survive are stronger. It's called natural selection. Charles Darwin, obviously, I would think you probably understand who he is. Quoting me saying God designed us fruitful multiply. He said no, he didn't, and if he did, hypothetically, he said the shit before Satan made Eve fuck up everything, before she decided to then force people to be born in sin by reproducing. Okay, dipshit. Let's look it up. Let me look this up. Let's look up scripture, shall we? Here, let's look up Bible Hub. That's a good source. This is, you want to say that and I'm going to quote that. I said, no, he didn't. He didn't say be fruitful, multiply. Yes, he did, fucking retard. The International Version said, God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful, increase in number. There's also, fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. Hell, even the New Living Translation said. Here, let's look at the King James Bible. Because everybody seems to like to quote that. He said, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. So, yes, dumbass, God did say, be fruitful and multiply. And he said, well, of course he said the shit before, Satan may eat, fuck up everything. Doesn't matter. He didn't rescind it. God didn't say, okay, now that you sinned, don't reproduce. And of course I could go on this whole argument about, humans reproducing and why they're allowed to reproduce even after they sin, blah, blah, blah. But that's a whole nother video. And that's a whole theological argument that I'm not going to go into with this dude because obviously this guy can't understand. Obviously, someone who says that the animals reproducing is not ethically acceptable, yeah, I don't think this guy is smart enough to handle that truth. And of course, he made another quote about me saying, quote of mine saying, but little morons like you, but would rather have humankind just stop breeding. He says, well, the point is that the unborn have no need to exist or be happy. You're not making them a favor by creating them. If anything, you're just satisfying your own selfish desire to have kids and to make more happy sentient beings, even though they initially didn't need anything. And by doing so, you're exposing them to avoidable suffering. There is no selfish reason to reproduce. So basically, this fucking retard is basically saying we should all just die out because it's not socially acceptable, or not socially. Excuse me, ethically acceptable. I'm having a field day with this idiot. Because I'm of course gonna post a reply about about what God said, about being fruitful and multiply, because God did say that to Adam and Eve, and even after he sinned, God did not come down to rescind that command. So that command was still in effect. God told us, be fruitful, multiply. God told us to reproduce. I'm sure God told the animals to reproduce. He programmed that in the animals. His own creations, he programmed them to reproduce. So, in the eyes of God, reproduction is not bad. Is not a bad thing. In God's eyes, reproduction is a good thing. But this moron doesn't believe that. This moron, like the Indian moron who wants to sue his parents for giving birth to him, believe that apparently that we have no right to give birth to other people in the world because we're exposing them to suffering. Well, excuse me, but that's because there's sin in the world, and of course if you're gonna blame anybody for avoiding suffering and evil in the world, blame Adam and Eve because they're our ancestors who fucked it up for the first place for all of us. Okay. But, again, yeah, there's going to be some rough shit in the world. Big whoop. But we still have to reproduce. We still produce more humans for humankind. We can still despite everything that's going on, we can still raise our children and teach them right from wrong and teach them to persevere. Yes, there may be some suffering. But you know what? That's how humans become strong. They become stronger, even if they suffer. Yes, yeah, it's suffering. Yeah, there may be some shit that we have to go through and suffer because of it. Yes, it may be unpleasant, but you know what? Humans can get through it and become a lot stronger because of it. Does that mean we should stop reproducing? No. That is a stupid argument. It's a stupid fucking argument that that morons like this guy are trying to propose. And I want to spread this video. I want to make this, if you see this video, if you agree with what I'm saying, if you agree with what I'm saying about on the previous video I made, make it viral. I'll post this on Twitter. I'll post this on Facebook. Make it viral. I mean, come on. This is the stupid bullshit that they need to be calling out on it. And of course, you might think, well, your language is kind of a little harsh there. You might think I'm using a little harsh language to describe the situation. But you know what? But I'm sorry. I ain't gonna twirl around with these guys. I mean, there's obviously no logical reasoning here. Everything he said is just stupid. They're just dumb. Antinatalism is a stupid idea. If this guy doesn't want to breed because he thinks it's ethically wrong, then by all means, let him not breed. Besides, maybe that all these antinatalists who decide that this is ethically irresponsible, maybe they'll just die out. And then humankind can move on with their lives because obviously we won't have to listen to these morons claim that producing offspring is wrong. But I figured let's do a follow-up video, and if this dumb shit wants to make more comments and replies that sounds stupider than this, I will do even more follow-up videos. I'll keep you posted on this shit. But anyway, feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. I will do more videos. Again, I will do more videos in the future. There's maybe such as this. If I find news articles or articles or stories that sound incredibly crazy or stupid that I want to put my 2 cents in, I will do so. I will try to also do vacuum videos, more vacuum videos in the future. Gaming videos, I plan to maybe do some gaming videos also in the future. I'll probably maybe do some Warframe, maybe the new Marvel Spider-Man for PlayStation 4, stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to get off here, but feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, share this video if you agree with me. Let's shut these morons down.